want to talk about this book. It's called Heart Lamp Selected Stories, which has won the 2025 International Booker Prize Award for translated fiction. This is the very first time an author of the Kannada-language has won this prestigious award for literature. This is a book that has been translated by Deepahati. And what a ceremony that was, where Banu Mushtaq took the stage and spoke about how she feels to be winning the most coveted literature award for her book Heart Lamp. I was reading this book and I'm in this part where she says, no matter which religion one belongs to, it is accepted that wife is the husband's most obedient servant, his bonded laborer. It talks about oppression of women, a very tricky subject, bound to draw a lot of censure, a lot of criticism, especially because she talks about women and girls in Muslim communities. And as someone who comes from that community, there is so much in it that I can relate to. Not in terms of the harsh oppression, but in terms of those buffoonish Maulavis and those thug brothers, those hapless husbands. I mean, there is much for someone like me that can relate to. But what is so interesting is what Banu Mushtaq said in an interview. And she spoke about how it makes her feel, a woman who thought that she has no prospects of getting married. She thought she will never get a guy to get married, and in order to improve her prospects, she thought she was dark-skinned, her complexion is not right, she has no talent. As a child, this is the narrative that was going on in her mind, that I need to do something, and she took to writing. She also says in this interview that it was predicted that she will write a lot of books and she will become world famous. Listen in to Banu Mushtaq.
And at that young age, I think about 8 to 10 years, I was worried that nobody would get married to me because I don't have any good complexion. And I used to think about it, lot of things, and I wanted to do something in addition to improve my complexion and to improve my chances of marriage. I started writing. I have got nothing to hide. I have also faced a lot of challenges. And sometimes it was broken also. I was because the personal challenges are where we face a lot of tensions, separations, and at all those times I never had anybody to have some discussion or some counseling, because I never thought there is somebody else whom I can confide.
What I find also very interesting about this interview is where she talks about how there was no intellectual space for her. After she got married, she was asked to leave her job and she had no one to talk to or even consider counseling to address her issues, her inner demons. There was just no one. And she says, I took to writing.
After my marriage, I was made to resign for my job. As I was working as a teacher in a high school, I was made to resign. And further, I never had any intellectual space I needed. And I was confined to home. That's why I tried to commit suicide. He had lot of Brahmin friends. One of his friends has written my Jataka. You know Jataka there. In Jataka, there was a mention, I have read it, there was a mention that she would write lot of books and she will be famous worldwide.
I mean, this is such a beautiful story in itself, the story of Banu Mushtaq. And I plan to read this book. I just about started it, but it has really gripped all my attention. And I really feel that women, whatever circumstances they are in, if they choose to use their skills, they can really do great things. Listening to this clip, this soundbite of Banu Mushtaq on how she's dealing with this newfound fame and glory and prominence, she says, I'm extremely uncomfortable with it. I leave you with that. Thanks for watching.
And when it was announced winner, it is totally different life I am having. And due to my upbringing and my style of living, I am feeling it somewhat difficult to cope up with this, all the limelight and all the people coming and I am not against the people. I love people. I remained with the people throughout my life. But with this, a lot of prominence given to me, and I don't have any time for writing. That's feel I feel something odd. But I know it's a lifetime opportunity, and I have to adjust to this lifestyle. Why I have written about Muslim woman is, I am well versed with the practices. I know the customs. I know the thought process. But every woman during all these times, they face the same types of challenges.
Publishers, especially Penguin Random House and to other, if I may borrow a phrase from my own culture, this moment feels like 1,000 fireflies lighting up a single sky, brief, brilliant and utterly collective.